Hello and welcome to part 10 of this chess bot battle series, in which I will play a computer opponent from chess.com. And in this series, I began at the beginner section and worked my way up through the beginner and intermediates, and now I'm in the advanced section playing the second bot in that section, a 1500 rated computer opponent named Wendy, and it says Wendy likes to play chess in front of the fireplace, and she'll sometimes throw some of her pieces into the fire of her attack, so be careful. All right, so we'll choose Wendy, the 1500. Let's see, we'll play a random color, and for the time, I'll do 15 minutes with 10-second increment. That way I have time to explain the moves as I play. All right, so let's begin here. All right, since she likes to attack, I'll play d4, which leads to more strategic games and positional games with not as much attacking. All right, so here I'm bringing the knight up, trying to fortify this pawn. This is an interesting move here. So now I'll try this Kali opening, Kali defense system. Let's see. So in that, you bring, well, this is interesting. Now I can chase this knight away. So I will go ahead and do that. So now the bot wasted time moving that knight, which allows me to have two pieces developed, and I'm castled, and I can get ready to develop another piece here. All right, so this is interesting. All right, let's think. Well, I'm going to counter this bishop that will probably be placed on G7 with my own bishop here. All right, so what now? Well, let's place this rook here to protect the bishop. And now we can press forward here. So we'll go ahead and do that. All right, interesting. So we have an attack on this pawn. Do we just move our bishop? We'll just press forward, gain some space. And let's see. How about we could attack here and open this position up. Let's just gain more space. All right, and now we can just push forward. All right. And let's bring our queen up here. Okay, so now we have an interesting little threat here. So we could capture this pawn. That could be a little dangerous, but we'll go ahead and do this because if they recapture, then we'll have a mate. All right, so now let's see what we should just retreat. So maybe that is best, just retreat. Do we attack the king and force the king out Do we have any kind of follow-up to that? We could move our knight here to follow up, checking the king. But then after that, what do we have? I'll just retreat back and take the material. All right, so now let's see. Well, should we jump forward with this knight, threaten to capture? No, that won't really do much because this rook is helping defend. All right, let's move this rook here. Well, we should probably open the center up. So let's go ahead and try and do that. Try and open this position up a little bit. Well, looks like we should probably just attack the knight. All right. So now, do we just press forward? Maybe reposition our bishop. All right, so maybe that. Maybe bring this knight to F1, swing it over to H2, and then maybe up to here. Or is that too slow? Maybe that's too slow. Well, let's do this. Let's just bring this knight up. We can push forward. So that'll work. We'll push forward. Now we can bring this knight up to here. And we have trapped his rook. Well, he'll probably give up his knight for it, yes. All right, let's keep attacking with our bishop. All right, so now we might as well take that, and then do we keep our bishop? Maybe we can attack. No. No, we'll just counterattack his bishop. Okay, so he has just moved. So now we should retreat. So we'll go ahead and, well, maybe do we want to go up there? We'll go here. We'll just retreat. All right, so now we might as well put our rook in this half open file here. All right, what would be best? What would be best? Is there a way to attack? Well, maybe we can go here. All right. Let's go there. And now we could threaten. We'll just threaten to capture. All right. Well, let's go ahead and do that. All right, what now? Just check the king? Possibly. Possibly just check that king. All right, and now well, let's see. Is there a way to attack his queen? This knight in here has kind of thrown a wrench in the works. All right, how about we just try and maneuver up to here? Then we'll go to here. Okay, so now we can capture this pawn. So we'll go ahead. Well, I don't know. We have to capture with this pawn, I guess. So, well, we'll go ahead and do that. And then let's go ahead and capture. Huh, that's interesting. All right. Let's see. Well, now I might as well trade off queens since I'm ahead in material. So I'll go ahead and do that. All right, so we'll do that. We will move our other knight up. Okay, so now we have a threat to here, so we could just attack his rook. Let's attack the rook. All right, so now we might as well just capture. Huh. That's interesting. All right, so what about now? We could just attack his bishop. All right. Well, we might as well retreat back to stop this pawn. Okay. Well, let's attack this knight. And what would be best here? What would be best? Well, let's just promote the pawn with the queen here. And what would be best? If we just check with the queen, he would be able to escape. Or no, actually that would be mate. So right here. All right. Well, we got a win out of that. The computer seemed to make some mistakes in that. So, it gave up material. All right. So let's do a quick game review. All right. So 87.6 to 78.8. Advantage from start to finish. All right, we'll do this quick game review. So we did the Kali opening and the Zuckertort variation. All right, so let's take a look here. And in that opening, usually you play d4, and if they play d5, you just bring your knight up here, the other pawn to e3, and you just kind of fortify this d4 pawn. And then you would normally bring your other knight up here to d2, where it can fight for this e4 square along with your bishop to kind of prevent the knight from jumping in there. And then you can either push your c pawn to c3 or your b pawn to b3, just depending on what your opponent does. But in this opening, you're able to get your king castled pretty quickly. So this was a mistake, or here it says an inaccuracy. But this is just wasting time. This move didn't do anything. You normally want to develop all your pieces off the back rank and get your king castled and your rooks connected before you start moving pieces twice in the opening, unless you have a good reason, if you're attacking something or recapturing something. But here, this was just a waste of time, and I just chased it away. And then, so now if we look at the position, he has 1, 2, 3 pieces developed, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm castled. And now this rook is kind of lined up on the queen, and it looks like the computer wanted a5 here instead of h5. All right. So here I moved my less valuable c pawn up to attack this more valuable central d5 pawn, but the computer counterattacked on my pawn here, and I played a3, but it says rook to e1 would be a better move. So, that's interesting that it wanted me to give up this pawn here. Actually, now I see that the queen could not take that pawn, because if the queen had captured that, oh, actually, I'm wrong. Because if I was thinking if I moved my rook to a1, but then the queen would be able to move over and capture this bishop here. All right. Well, let's see. So I don't know why it would want me to just give up this a pawn. All right. b6 is a mistake. Bishop to h6 would have been better, which develops this bishop and kind of attacks down through the center here. All right. So now I have more space. I'm just pushing my pawns forward, attacking this rook here, which he gives up the knight for the pawn, but now the rook is under attack again. So after retreating, so now I'm just ahead in material, and I just use my extra material to trade off pieces and try and push my pawn forward, which I ended up promoting. So 1850 to 1400. So in the opening, I had 94, they had 79, and then 83.6 to 67.9. We didn't really get into an end game. All right, well, it says you really outplayed your opponent in that one. You played a bit better than your opponent in the opening. You overpowered your opponent in the middle game. All right. Well, I'll stop there for today. That way I can move on and do another video on some other topic. But I hope you enjoyed this, what was that, part 10 of this ChessBot battle series, where I try to explain my moves. Sometimes I get focused on trying to figure out what to play that I might not be commentating the whole way through. But anyway, I'm glad you followed this to the end if you stuck around. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and feel free to leave comments or suggestions. Have a great day, everyone.